1984. That is the year that I graduated from nursing school. Did I hear somebody say, what? Yeah, right, what? That was the era of big hair and white uniforms and nursing caps, probably before a lot of you were born. And in 1984, when I passed my boards, I made $12 an hour. How about that, huh? $12 an hour. Yay, and I was thrilled. I actually got paid to do what they were making me do for free as a nurse student and as a graduate nurse. Ronald Reagan was president. The MTV generation had just been born. It was a year before the NNBA was born. It was 10 years before anybody knew the term the internet. And it was 20 years before LinkedIn would be born. Out of everybody that has a LinkedIn profile, how many of you would consider yourself amateurs? You know enough to be dangerous, right? All right. How many of you would say that you're an advanced user, maybe even a pro, and if that's you, be honest about it, all right? Okay, great. So what I really was hoping is that we would have an audience that already was receptive to LinkedIn and that you had a concept of what it was. But we're going to talk about using LinkedIn to grow your nurse entrepreneur business. If I've been to nursing school and I took the New York State boards, there is nothing I can't do. That's right. Right? There's nothing. So right? And working in the business world, every time I would hear somebody say as an HR leader, because I led a department for 12 years, every time I heard somebody say, it's an emergency, I'm like, it's not an emergency. You think it's an emergency? It's not an emergency. I will tell you what an emergency is. Is there blood? Is there something that I need to save, a life I need to save? Other than that, it is not an emergency. So I went from healthcare to HR, and I did HR for a very long time until my job went away, and what I called my big fat HR job. It was the best job in the world. I was making a ton of money. I loved the people that I worked for, and I became a professional resume writer, and I opened a business, and then I bought a business, and I continued to grow it, and now I do speaking in multiple forums. I coach some of the highest level executives in the country, and if I mention some of their names, you'd know who they are. And I tell you that not to impress you, but to impress upon you how as you sit there today, you may not know how your journey is going to unfold, and it doesn't necessarily have to be exactly in quote-unquote nursing. But I draw on my nursing every day. I draw on the skills that I got from nursing, and I have built on them through the years. Every career is not linear, and some journeys take longer than others. But for all of you mature people out there, I turned 60 this year. And my business is thriving. I'm not afraid of it. I started the business when I was 53. I'm re-niching myself. I'm expanding to scale my business in a different level. There is nothing that you can't do. There is no age limit to doing it. Okay? But, yeah? Right? And let me tell you that the undercurrent, what holds up all of those steps, is the foundation of caring for people. All right, creator mode. Creator mode is really when you start catching up some steam and you're like, people want to know what I have to say, I'm comfortable sharing it. And now there's a feature, and you'll see it right on the front of your profile that says turn on creator mode. If you're owning a business, you are a creator and you should have the mode turned on. So content creators are for business owners. They're for other people too, but everybody in this room, if you're a business owner or you want to be a business owner, you should have the creator mode turned on. But you have to be on LinkedIn to be found. Be on here, share what you know. People are waiting for you to show up. There's enough business for everybody, and get on LinkedIn. Thank you.